Behzinga has been forced to apologise. Hey guys, how's life and welcome back to the channel. Now today, Ethan, aka Behzinga of the Sidemen, has been called out by fans online and has been forced to apologise on Twitter. In this video, I'm going to be watching the clip from their Side Plus podcast and see why everyone was so outraged about what he said. Now, if you've clicked on the video, I'm going to assume that you know who Ethan Behzinga is. One of the 7 Sidemen, the biggest YouTube group on the internet, on YouTube, especially in the UK. If you watch YouTube growing up, you're gonna know who these guys are, even if you're not a fan of them. And obviously, if you're a fan of the Sidemen, you can easily feel like you know them as a friend. They release hours and hours of content each week. Obviously, it is their full-time job. They're celebrities. They get paid very well for it. It does mean that they're in the spotlight constantly, getting judged, probably getting threats over DM, and constantly hounded where they even try and leave their own house. And that just comes with how famous they are. That's just natural. When you've got millions and millions of people watching you every single week, you're gonna have high levels of scrutiny on you, and you're not gonna be able to please everyone. But when there's a huge backlash, when there's a huge grumble from the fans, you normally know that you've done something wrong. So I'm now gonna react to the clip, which has gone viral for all the wrong reasons, and we're gonna see if the fans are being harsh. So like I say, this clip is from Side Plus. It's their podcast. It's not available on YouTube. You actually have to pay to access this site, which is fine. If you're a super fan of the Sidemen, you're gonna pay a few quid a month to watch more and more of their content behind the scenes of their videos as well. So on this podcast, we have Toby, Ethan, Harry, and Josh.
I mean, we still end up talking about work anyway, but...
No, you lot are my colleagues.
Stop doing that. Stop doing that.
I said it in the chat the other day. I said they're not my friends anymore.
Stop doing that.
They're my colleagues.
So immediately there, he's gone, you lot are my colleagues. You're not my friends anymore. The fact that he said we're not friends anymore, very quickly, I can see why maybe some fans are annoyed by that. I think half of it's in jest. Obviously, they're great friends. They go back years and years. But he's just saying that he spends more time working with them than just hanging out as regular friends. Which he's got a point.
I'm your brethren.
You are my colleague. That's what I see.
Oh, that's a horrible thing to.
You are my colleagues, though. Like,
I said he was my friend. He said no. I would put you
in the capacity I see you lot now. It's way more of a work colleague than it is a friend.
That's sad.
Is that not? Is that on his...
Like I just said, I don't think he's making a terrible point. I just think it's the way he's saying it isn't great. Harry's obviously been offended by it. He's like, hang on. What are you saying? That's a horrible thing to say. You are my friend. But I don't think Ethan means you're not my friend. I think he means they spend so much time at work, so much time producing these videos, which, okay, isn't necessarily work. If to you and me who work a 9 to 5, what they do is the dream job. But if every time you just see your mate and every time it's for work, lines do get blurred a little.
Is that not true? No? Would you agree with that statement?
No.
Are you joking?
But
Are you joking?
But I don't like.
Every time I speak to you, it's about work.
Yeah, but I think my.
What about your birthday?
Yeah, that was nice. For what, 4 hours? 4 hours
You go, every time I speak to you, it's about work.
compared to fucking
4 hours. I was there from 2 till fucking 10.
No, I'm just saying. For
8 hours.
I don't think it's one or the other. I think you're both. I think
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think in the capacity, it's way more colleague than it is friend.
No, we're friends who work together.
Harry's hit the nail on the head there. Just because you're colleagues with someone doesn't mean you can't be friends with them. I've met some of my best friends through working with them, and that's just being in an office. It's not going abroad and all these fun holidays, not creating all this content.
It's very different, I think.
it's a tricky one.
Whenever someone asks me,
Because
I say we're friends
like,
first.
Victor is my colleague, ultimately.
He's not your friend?
No, because he said it himself. I don't say hi to him unless I'm in person.
Victor is a colleague that we've befriended. This is my friend that I get the opportunity to work with on a daily basis.
There's a whole Venn diagram here. That's what I'm getting.
I'm assuming Victor's either a cameraman or some kind of producer. I can see the point both ways. Obviously, the Sidemen were all mates at the start of this. Everyone sort of fell in love with their content because they were mates playing games, having an absolute blast, and then their content has gone up levels and levels throughout the year.
There's a colleague, friend, and then there's
I think the capacity we spend as colleagues is way outweighs the friendship.
We work a lot.
But here's the thing. But I'd argue it's not because our work is so not work.
No,
This
I
is
know,
what I'm saying. Yes.
So it's technically a colleague, but like when I'm on like a fucking Sidemen holiday or I'm on a hotel shoot.
Yeah.
Exactly, this is just what I've said earlier in the video. If maybe they were all putting on their suits and they were going to go work in HR or IT in an office, maybe it's very different. He's sort of doing 2 birds and 1 stones when they're filming the video. Maybe Ethan feels like the only reason he ever sees his mates now is purely for work, that they don't have them nights where they'll just go for a meal for the sake of it. Everything is for content. I mean, he's got a right to be upset by it. I don't think anything he said in here yet, I don't think it justifies the backlash that Ethan has received online, by the way, so far anyway.
It's not.
No, but they're like the special. We'll exclude.
Oh, even like the game show. Like I'm not seeing that as. Like,
I'm still busting jokes with my friends. Yeah.
Like it's a fun opportunity. Like I wouldn't do it if I wasn't doing it. But I don't know. Like I'm glad I'm doing.
But you want to quit it though?
No,
You do,
no.
You do.
You're
Because
No, but the only reason you say that is because you like the if this channel, if we weren't making how much we make a year, you would not be here.
or here.
No,
They just love winding each other up as well, don't they? I think it's mainly in jest as well. They're just doing it to have the conversation, really.
I'm saying the
No, I would be doing. No, this is where you're mistaken.
Okay.
I would be doing Sidemen stuff, but I'd be doing it whenever I wanted. You'd be like, oh, we got a game show. Oh,
You'd pick and choose.
I'll be there at the fucking game show.
So pick and choose, basically.
Yeah, pick and choose.
That's good to hear. You got to think about how many years these guys have been doing that. How long have the Sidemen been pumping out these videos every single week? There's a point there. If the bag wasn't there, would they still be churning this money? If the fame wasn't there, would they still be churning out these videos? It's highly unlikely, isn't it? But then that's just a what-if scenario. Like, that isn't reality.
Right.
So what ones would you avoid?
What ones would I avoid? Ooh, I would avoid 20v1s.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on
I
that.
find them excruciating to what. Let me look at the channel. Let me see.
Okay, guys, so that's the full clip. In my opinion, the backlash that Ethan has received is absolutely outrageous. I mean, it's almost half a joke. I can see the point from his point of view. Say your best mate in the world never wants to hang out anymore except for just to do work, except for to create content. Now, I think it's difficult for maybe me and you to understand that because for work, we may be in a job that we don't like. We might be in a supermarket stacking shelves, whatever it may be. It may be the fact that if you look over the past 4 months, they actually haven't gone out with each other without having to film a video of some kind. And I can understand the frustration from Ethan. But as normal, some of the fans just absolutely ripped into him online. And that's just completely uncalled for. His apology is on screen now. It says, apologies to everyone so pressed over the colleague comments. I would simply enjoy seeing my friends more outside of work. Business grows, lines may become blurred, and sometimes miss the simple days just laugh with the boys. Just miscommunicated my feelings. And I completely understand that point. I think this entire thing has been a misunderstanding. As a person, Ethan's probably one of the most controversial members of the Sidemen. I think he's a bit like Marmite. You sort of love him or hate him in the content. So I think some fans maybe are very quick to jump on his back when something sort of horrible's happened. And obviously fans have their favourites. Let's say they love Harry. You've seen Harry sort of get a little bit upset with Bez's comments. And they want to back it. The fans want to back Harry. And they're saying, Bez, what are you on about, man? You're best friends. What's going on here? So guys, just let me know your thoughts on this video. Was he in the wrong or did the fans overreact? If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new around here. That really, really does help me out. I really appreciate it. I'm going to have videos coming out really, really frequently. You're not going to want to miss any content on this channel. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Stay subscribed, and I'll see you later.